What up, what up, what up? This is B Hood on SPANK'UM Chess, and I happened to run across a nice little gem in the Sicilian Defense that I played. Unfortunately, I couldn't go back and re-edit and fix the lighting, but this is one that you guys should enjoy, so check it out. But now, typically, the close Sicilian leads to a more solid and strategic positions. So we both try to focus on the piece development and pawn structure and maneuvering for positional advantages. Now, see, that sounds good when you're reading out of the textbook and someone's trying to teach you. But the reality is, take the initiative. Now, it says here, the close Sicilian is sometimes called the Grand Prix attack if white follows up with F4. And that's why I'm going to lead his ass right down the rabbit hole with that move right there. We're going to start out with the main line from the beginning, which is E4, C5, knight to F3, knight to C6, D4. C captures D4, C captures D4, knight captures D4, E6, remember the E6, then knight to F3, A6, and bishop to D2. It says that this is the last book move. So as you can see, it shows you the book, the little book right by the pieces, right? So like this here. Here we go. So now my opponent goes bishop to E6. I thought that personally that was a weird move. Those pawns are jamming in his light square bishop. When it comes with a question mark, that means that is a mistake. Because see now, let me tell you my game plan. When I see that move there, I want to push my pawn here, castle on the king side, and get my bishop to E3 to support the knight. Okay, that's the game plan. Now let's see what the computer says with my game plan. It says that's an inaccuracy. The fact that I pushed the F4 pawn early. Let's see here. Now you see what my game plan is. I already told you. F4, castle on the king side, and bishop to E3. Now the computer's saying the better move. That's what the green arrows represent when you make your move. The green arrow represents, that means that's the best move in this particular board position. Let's go. Let's see what he does. Right on time, he goes queen to C7. What do? I'm going to tell you now. I'm going to give you my plan again. Capture here, boom. Then castle on the king side. So let's go. Let's see what the computer says about my move. Knight captures knight. Pawn captures knight. B captures C6. So right now, my game plan seems to be going okay. And as you see by the evaluation bar on the left side of the board, it says that we like 50. We're pretty even. 0.3, that's really nothing. That's really nothing. Now, here it is. Here's his mistake. A6. Move again. He's wanting to give his bishop some scope. And I'm thinking he possibly wants to castle on the queen side. Now, I know that may seem like, man, why would you think that? He still has that knight that he hasn't activated yet. And now this is the downside to the early F5 move, is the fact that this file here, diagonal here, is wide open. And with his queen sitting here, these two pieces have action. They have action at calling that check, but we know this is coming. We are prepared for that, meaning me. I am prepared for that. I'm willing to give up that one tempo for tremendous attacking lines. And you'll see as the game progresses what I mean. So let's go. Now, after he plays A6, I go bishop to E3, following along with my initial scripts. Now, he chooses to go E5. I don't know what he's thinking. I'm just going to say this. The scope, even though he's back in, but he has also limited the scope of his light square bishop, and I know how to exploit that. It's F5. F5 threw him off. Well, how many of you, leave it in the comments. I really want to know. Leave it in the comments. How many of you would have taken that pawn? Many of you probably say, man, I wouldn't have even went down that line. And as you can see, by me pushing going to F5, the computer with the green arrow here says my move was knight to A5 in this situation. Now I'm going to explain to you why I go F5. Oh, now I want to get this bishop in the game because he's spending too much time defending and not fighting. Defending and not fighting. And I'm keeping the eye on this queen from coming over here. That's the downside of that early F4 move. Okay, let's go. He goes bishop to A6. Okay, I'm thinking he might want to castle on the queen side. I made a move that just threw him off. That threw him all the way off like, huh? What do you think it is, ladies and gentlemen? I'll give you a few seconds. bishop to g4. Now, what did you think? It was going to have the brilliancy mark? You thought it was going to have the brilliancy mark and the exclamation mark? No. The unexpected is saying it's a mistake. Stockfish is saying that move is a mistake. But however, we're dealing with the human element. We're dealing with the human element. And these are the things that we need to look out for in our game. Now, look, my mistake turned into his miss. You see how it works? Threw him off. Now, from the beginning, that early F4 move did what? It made him think. That blew his mind. And now you're seeing the fruition of that. Okay, let's go. Now the computer says that was a mistake, and his best move was to go bishop to e7 and do this to that. And then I had another sneaky idea behind the bishop to g4 move. Another sneaky idea. Bishop captures a6. Now you see, I didn't capture his knight. I was here, then here, and then there's a nice little file here for both of us to run down. But look, remember, if I would have done that, that bishop still would have had scope. Bishop to c4 check, and of course, we already knew that we were going to castle into that type of problem. We anticipated the harassment, and that's what I said is the downside. You may have to face this potential type of harassment when you push up that f4 pawn. Okay, king to h1. So he captures back. Rook 2 captures a6. Now here's the sneaky part right here. Bring my queen here and slide my rook over. I can own that d file. d7 pawn. And if I smack him, I get that. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so let's go. Queen to d3. Right ahead with the plan. And I'm also it has a double move in mind. I'm attacking his rook. He has to do something about that. Queen to d7. Now see, he want to go pawn stealing. Rook to d1. Now it says it's an inaccuracy that I should be going queen to g3. That's not the game plan, ladies and gentlemen. Knight to g4. Now he's looking for that fork. And that was the sneaky play too. Do you see? It gives my bishop a little bit more liberty sitting in the middle of the board or trying to bring it all the way back and not being in the fight. So he can do something like this to stop all that. Boom. Now the computer says that's a miss. Bring your queen to g3. No, I didn't want it because I didn't want him to do that. It says it's a miss, but not to me. And look, see? You see why it's not a miss? Look at what happens here. This is the money shot right here. This is gonna blow their mind. This the move that blow their mind. Boom. It's not as exciting when you don't see the exclamation points. I understand, ladies and gentlemen. I understand that because you have to be patiently waiting. You got to be patiently waiting for a track to explode on. He knows that he's going to get a rook, and I know that he's going to get a rook. This is basically an end of round to a rook sacrifice. This is what I mean. So next move. Boom. There's another miss. So we both made some misses in this game. But here is the money shot. Boom. You see the money shot right there, ladies and gentlemen? Now I'm threatening checkmate. All of that other stuff. What is he going to do? He goes F6 now. It's still under the gun. I know that I'm going to lose a rook. You know it and you see it. But here's the money shot. Boom. Ooh. Did you see? That was the bishop to g5 move. When he went bishop to a6, do you remember? When he goes bishop to a6, I let you guys know. I said, ooh, I got a nice move here, and it's going to slow him down. Just to slow him down. And now I end up slowing him down and right into a brilliancy for myself. Isn't that beautiful, ladies and gentlemen? Sure, he could have went h6. He could have went f6 earlier. He could have, ladies and gentlemen. But he didn't. So now he got to deal with this brilliancy and wonder what the hell is going on here. So what does he do? Boom. Pawn captures bishop. Now, again, like I told you, the best move here. Now I'm threatening his rook. Again, I'm still attacking. Look at his queen and his rook and his bishop over there. Look how stupidly they're placed. I turned a smart play into a stupid play for him on some frivolous bullshit attack. Excuse my French. Okay, let's go. Rook to f8. Now that is the best move in that situation. Queen to e5 check. That e5 pawn turned into a nightmare for him. Do you see it, ladies and gentlemen? I just turned the tides. Man. This is just, oh man. Let's see what he does. We know that that's a blunder. How do we know that's a blunder, ladies and gentlemen? I'm about to show you right here. Boom. Knight to c5. Remember, we said, man, go to knight to a5 all the moves ago, but I saved that. I understood the benefit of the knight to a5, but I'm one to really believe in the old adage, knights on the rim lead to a trim. So what does he do, ladies and gentlemen? Bishop captures c5. Not a problem. Queen captures c5. So now the same threat remains. His rook is under the gun. Look at these monsters. Look at these pawns about to just march on down the road. When the Saints come marching in, ladies and gentlemen, what does he do? He captures. Knight captures f1. Boom, check. Bishop captures f8 check. Now he has to step up. King to c7. King to c7. Now back to d6 check. King to c8. Boom. Rook captures f1. Now you can see the Saints come marching in. I'm marching all the way down the field. Now, for those of you who just watched it, you saw this. I'm evaluating the game that I played, that I put on TikTok. A lot of my games that you see me playing here, I'm doing the evaluation for them, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see here. Queen to b1. Queen captures b1. Great. The Saints come marching in. Look, and they don't even give me the respect that I need to deserve for this masterful playing right here. They're going to try to get the cheap checkmate. They think I'm going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe, man. Rook to d1. And the rest is history, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we're going to look at the whole tally of it up. Oh, you see that SPANK'UM right there? I'm a 1600 right there. Oh, they say I play like a 1950. Let's say like I play like a 1950. If I can convert those mistakes, those two inaccuracies, those two mistakes, and that one miss convert them into about 3 excellent moves and one more best move, I'd be a 1950 right now. Just to say, at the time I played this game. So that made me feel good. And look at his accuracy. Drop down below 70%. Until next time, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Until next time, peace out.